Evening, gents. It is December 20th, 2025. One of the longest nights of the year. It's dark. Dark for a very long time. It's cool, but it's not cold. Here in the Midwest, sometimes it's Arctic. Hey, sometimes it ain't so bad. Right now it's kind of right in the middle. Sitting by a little fire. Got my little cup of bourbon. Buffalo Trace in this case. I want to offer you guys an invitation for this upcoming year. A little bit of a challenge and something for us to deepen in faith, deepen in brotherhood, deepen in solidarity, and in doing the actual work of salvation for ourselves and for the world. Joining with Christ's suffering on the cross to redeem the world. I'm going to invite you guys into something that I came up with, but I'm not 100% sold on how this is going to go. This is going to grow organically. But here's my framework that I'm inviting you guys into to join me, and we'll figure this out together. 1 week, first week of the month, every month for the next year, we will get together either in person or Zoom or text chain, what have you, and we're going to pray for each other. We're going to pray for our own personal intentions, for our spouses, for our children, for our work, for the things that each of us are dealing with on a personal level. And then the following 3 weeks of that month, we're going to pray for things that we know needs God's attention. We'll pray for things like rising up good leaders for us. We're going to pray for things like the immigration status of people in at least in our country, but immigrants across the world. We're going to pray for things like women who are considering abortion. We're going to pray for the clergy and the spiritual leaders that we need, the clergy and the spiritual leaders that we respect. We're going to pray that God may raise up good leaders among us. We got a whole year to do this. There's plenty of things to come up with. And the thing that's going to bring this together for all of us is each week I'm going to give you a little video. And we're going to all pick a penance, a fast, something physical that's going to remind us for that week what we're praying for, that is going to unite us in prayer, that's going to make us suffer just a little bit. Don't worry. I've been through Exodus 90. I know what a cold shower does. I know what fasting 2 times a week does, particularly when you're training for a marathon like I did. We're not going to go that hardcore, guys. Don't worry. I am going to give you guys some unifying thing that's slightly difficult. It's just going to take you out of your routine. That gives you a chance to say, I'm now doing something different. I'm now entering a holy place. I'm now communicating with God in this thing that we're doing. And we're doing it in solidarity and connection with each other. Now, again, do not be afraid. Remember, do not be afraid is the most common word in the Bible. Well, common phrase, if you will. Some version of do not be afraid is mentioned in Scripture 365 times. Not a coincidence that that's how long a year is. So don't be afraid. Yes, maybe 1 week out of the year, I'm going to say, hey guys, we're going to take a cold shower. But it's just a week. We can handle that. Maybe 1 week out of the year I say, hey, skip 1 meal a day or replace that meal with some really boring, bland food that will fuel the body but not satisfy. I'm proposing a fast, but a quiet and a personal one. Nobody else needs to know about it. The goal is to not mess with our family life and our vocations and our jobs, but just something that's going to be quietly in the background to keep us focused on praying in solidarity with each other to God for something that we can all agree is a good thing. So if you want to do this with me, I'm going to start doing it. I'm going to do this thing regardless, and I hope you come with me. But if you want to do it, and you only want to do it for a couple of months, a couple of weeks, heck, if you want to just dive in for 1 week, and even if that week happens to be in August, whatever, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be doing this thing, and you can jump in where and when you want. But if you really want to take the next step in your faith journey, let's start doing this work together. The devil, like a roaring lion, is prowling about, seeking whom he will devour. And Jesus told us that some of these demons, they can only be driven out by prayer and fasting. So if you're anything like me, and you recognize that evil is at work in the world, and you want to do something against it, and you want a little bit of solidarity with your brothers, let's do this thing. If you have sons that are mature enough to understand this, bring them along. So come on along and let's start doing some work. I'm 42 years old. I've been following Christ for quite a long time. I've spent a whole lot of time just trying to learn about my faith. Let's do something. We are men of action. So come on along with me and let's start doing something.